We're 2 beers in.
We're only two
And
little beers
We still
in.
can't get this
We
done.
still can't get it out.
I didn't say we couldn't get it up.
I said out.
I'm bad.
Wow. That was way harsh.
They're back.
Coming to you on a wing and a prayer from the Beer to Whiskey Pop-Up Studios on the taproom floor of the Greenville Beer Exchange, or ZBX, GBX,
Could be
as we
anything,
often,
yeah.
it's some
Depends
initials.
on what time of the day.
Yeah, they end in X. That's the three initials. The last one is X. On the ever-going street of South Lawrence Street,
Yes.
and we've only had
Solid block and a half. We're 2 beers in.
we're only two
And we still can't-
little
we
beers
still
in.
can't get this
we
done.
still can't get it out.
I didn't say we couldn't get it up.
I said out.
I'm bad.
Wow. That was way harsh. Did you snort? On the block and a half of South Lawrence Street in glorious downtown Greenville, South Carolina, I'm Russ Heaps, and welcome to this episode of Old Guys and Old Movies. That's where I sit down with my good buddy here, Big John Richards, and we talk about a movie that we've recently viewed together, and John pairs it with a beer. John is our beer whisperer and certified cicerone, so he's the ideal guy to pick a beer. So, John,
Well, we're doing some fun stuff. We
Yes,
just got
indeed.
joined by our special guest, I see.
I know.
Excellent.
We're running a little behind.
We are. That's what
which
they say.
is no surprise at all.
Right. So we are talking about Dead Poets Society, which I think is one of the best movies of all time. And when I brought it up, Russ said, I think I've only seen this movie once. And halfway through the movie, he said, I don't think I've ever seen this movie before.
Yeah, I'd never seen it
Which I
in
was
its,
really pleased by.
in its entirety,
No way!
and I'm ashamed of myself because of that, for the simple reason that it is a great movie.
It is such
Yeah.
a wonderful piece of art.
Yes.
And story and acting it's a complete package, which is one of the reasons I chose this beer with it. You have this beautiful, deep, resonating, full beer that's everything a beer ought to be, but is somehow still accessible and easy to approachable, if you will. This is a 12% Imperial Stout. Now, this is Kones Brewery out of Poland, and they've got a long brewing tradition, but I couldn't figure out. They talk about how they've been brewing in that city since like 1626, but the brewery hasn't been open that long, and I couldn't figure out from their website how long the brewery has actually been open. But they talk about this 400 years of brewing tradition stuff, and so it's like the open fermented. This is actually open fermented, but it's not sour. Which is really cool. They just talk about natural yeast fermentation and how it doesn't stress the yeast out, which I think is wonderful. That a single-celled organism could get stressed out.
I'm a little stressed out
Here we
because
still are.
this is the second open fermentation beer
But
that we've done out of three
I
today.
took pity on Russ with this one because I was going to open an actual creek for this movie, but I decided to go with this straight Imperial Stout. You were going to taste no sour on this. There's
Okay.
no sour
All
here.
right.
It's just
Okay.
a big 12% Imperial Stout. It's just rich and full flavored and full bodied, lots to take in, but it's really, really easy to drink. So let's take a sip, and then I will let Russ start talking about the cast, because he is, I know, eager, chomping at the bit, as
Texas
it were.
and Miss Lily.
Just the aroma is so good on that. So good.
Smells like victory.
Yeah, it's chocolate. There's a little fermentation flavor, a little like raisiny fermentation flavor, a little spiciness, I think, a little maybe cinnamon or nutmeg or something like that in there. A little this kind of roasty, bread crusty, almost woody backbone to it, and just finishes so clean. For this to be 12%, it doesn't make it is so easy for 12%.
It is really a good, solid.
They make a
Imperial
they make a
Stout.
Baltic porter that we keep around here on a regular basis
Is that right?
too. It's super good. I chose this one because I thought, well, one I just thought though, the movie and the beer accomplish similar goals. They reel you in and hold your attention and give you something firm and meaningful.
John thought about
Surprised even myself just now.
this. Wow. I'm getting a little misty over here. Jeez.
True story.
All right.
All right, so we got a cast coming up. I promise. Russ is going to talk about
I
the
am
cast
going to
now.
talk about it.
It's a really good cast in this movie.
It's an excellent cast. When was this movie? When this go?
1990? I feel like it was 1990. Well, let's moving along. We'll put
1989.
We'll get that in post.
1989. No, in 1989. And it scored 85% Rotten Tomatoes and 8.1 IMDb.
Which is absurd. This
Yeah.
movie should be a 9.9.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be. Leading the way is director Peter Weir, who is well known for things like Master and Commander, the Harrison Ford movie, The Witness. A great storyteller. Here's the cast. Leading the way is Robin Williams, Robert Sean Leonard, Ethan Hawke, Josh Charles, whose name you might not recognize, but when you saw him, you would know exactly who he is.
A lot of kids who were kids. In this
Yeah.
movie. Ethan Hawke is so young in this movie that we were 10 minutes in and Russ goes, "Who is that guy?" I'd said 2 or 3 things about him already, and Russ goes, "Who is that?" I recognize him. I was like, "That's Ethan Hawke."
I don't know that there's anybody else really worth mentioning.
There's a bunch of other character actors. What's his name? Who's Red from '70s Show? Is one of the dads pretty early on when Russ goes, "Nobody plays an asshole quite as well as he does."
Yeah, he does. I've done my job, John.
But this movie is so brilliant.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, please.
To wrap this movie up, and it's a great movie if you've got a son,
Yeah.
if you've got a teenage son, sit him down and watch this movie with him. But if you get one thing out of this, it's carpe diem.
Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. The Latin term for that sentiment is carpe diem.
Seize the day. Or, as Buddy would say, carpe diem. But that's the thing. Seize the moment. Seize the day. Go for the...
Is that beer like with an apostrophe, like beer them?
No, B-E-R-U-M. Beerum. It's
I like
Latin.
beer 'em better.
It's Latin. I can't explain it. It's Latin.
Oh, blow it out your ass, Howard.
So Robin Williams plays an English teacher who starts at this Welton Academy, which is this stodgy preparatory school in some nondescript North New England town that they don't tell you what town it is, and it's not set in a real town. It's just set somewhere.
Just a stuffy New England
Right.
preparatory school.
But they do such a great job, and I mentioned it right when we start. There's some just beautiful setting photography. The cinematic ambiance is stunning. All the way they film the fog over the lake, and the way they film birds flying away, and the settings of the steeples in the trees and everything. It's just so beautifully done.
The photo director was,
Yeah, out of this world.
yeah.
A
on his game.
great shot where one of them, Knox, that's riding down the hill on his bike. And they could have only done this in one shot.
Yeah.
There's no way they could have staged this or made it happen again. But they get him riding, kind of coming up to the edge of a hill and then starting down a hill, and this huge flock of birds flying away in front of him.
Ducks or geese
It's
or something.
gorgeous. So all of that contributes. The writing is wonderful. There's a lot of tension without it being intense or psychological or thriller-esque. But there's a lot of tension. Every character's got something they're struggling with. Every single one of them has something to overcome. While Robin Williams is the leading actor, if you will, he's barely the main part. I mean, the story isn't about him. It's about the kids.
And the story is about the influence he has on the kids, but
Yes.
not about him.
Right. And he plays that part so brilliantly. And prior to that, he was a stand-up comedian. And like Good Morning Vietnam and Mork and Mindy. And then he gets to play freaking Dead Poets Society, where he gets to be a prophet almost. It's brilliant. I just can't say enough good about it.
It is really a coming of age kind of movie, but it's also watching these kids transform from basically drones that have been just, their life to this stage has been shaped by their parents and their parents' aspirations for them and their parents' wealth that is able to put them into a school like this, and goes from that to these kids, these guys opening up and seeing alternatives and other things that might be worth their pursuing, and checking things that they're interested in and experimenting with those things, acting and actually chasing a girl. This is an all boys school. One of
Yeah.
the guys finds a girl in the local high school that he likes, and he starts pursuing her. So it's a whole coming of age, and the movie actually goes somewhere. You see these kids transform from this sort of into this. It's meaningful, it's deep, and it's entertaining. It is entertaining enough that it's not preachy, it is entertaining.
It's the most serious story in the world has to contain some kind of humor.
Oh, is this a dagger I see before me?
It doesn't have to be funny, but it has to contain some kind of humor. And this one manages to hit that right on the head. There's
Yep.
some laugh out loud moments, but they are moments. That's not what the story is about. And it's far from being a comedy. It's just that it's humorous. It sees the soul and recognizes it and portrays it beautifully.
I would say it has now become one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I told Russ when we started it, this is one of the only movies I can really think of off the top of my head that exists on both lists in my head of my favorite movies and the best movies I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It is just a stunning piece of work.
it's great. It's terrific. We highly recommend 2 Beers Up,
Yes.
although I'm the only one holding a beer up. 2 Beers Up. We forget to do that most of the time. As we forget to do promos
Most
for
of the
these-
time.
most of the time. So, having said that, John, anything else?
I think I've rambled on enough and gushed enough over this
All
movie.
right.
Please, sir. I want some more.
So damn lucky. See you next time.